Okay.
And so is my family. And he came to this country.
Are you experiencing oppression? Don't smile at me, bitch. What you want?
The assault so far came from the social justice warriors who were at this free speech rally, and almost 2 million people have watched those so far.
This is not accurate.
Well, you can look at the videos yourself.
Don't smile at me, bitch. What you want?
I'd rather talk a little bit about the response we've seen from the university administration regarding the issue of Jordan Peterson. And first what I'm going to say is that not everyone involved in the SSSF or not everyone involved in this free speech movement is necessarily in support of everything Dr. Peterson says. But if you don't stand up for the right for free speech for those you disagree with, you're not standing up for free speech at all. Now, not only is it a fringe group of individuals, the Black Liberation Collective in particular, that were responsible for the silencing of the rally last week, or the other week, but also a member of the University of Toronto Student Union, our Vice President of University Affairs, who was supposed to be representing us, Cassandra Williams, came and allegedly rented the speaker using Sid Smith's electricity to silence our rally, and that's absolutely unacceptable. Not only is it against the values of our Western liberal democratic society, but it's also against the values of the university and directly against the obstruction clause regarding free speech. Now, some of the other attempts to silence those who have voiced support for Dr. Peterson, or at least voiced support for Dr. Peterson's right to free speech and academic freedom, have been silenced using tactics such as false reporting, slandering, accusations of white supremacy, bigotry, Nazism. We actually saw in an article written by Jack Denton in the Varsity that there was a completely unfounded claim about Nazi necklace, the German Iron Eagle, being present at the rally. However, later we saw that that was omitted, only because the individual wearing that Serbian necklace actually went and complained. How much other false information is being propagated regarding this issue? It seems that a group that is actually not in support of free speech or social justice has hijacked the movement and seems to have hijacked the terms. And anyone in opposition to them is automatically racist, sexist, or a bigot. Now, this is where it gets really dangerous, because we can see Yusra Kogali, the co-founder of the Black Liberation Collective. You may recognize her as the woman with the microphone at the last rally. She constantly was shouting out all sorts of vulgar things and making baseless accusations against individuals of racism and white supremacy, saying that anyone that doesn't completely agree with them is automatically on the other side. What we'd like to call for is an end to these identity politics. We want to support Martin Luther King's dream of where someone's not judged by the color of the skin, but rather the content of their character. And that extends to arguments. We believe that arguments should be judged based on the content of the actual argument, based on the evidence and the persuasion presented. We don't think that someone simply has a monopoly on saying what is racist, what's not, what's valid, what's not, based on the color of their skin or their political stance. And we think that at this university it's gone much too far. The university was quick to condemn actions of violence against the LGBTQ+ community and the counter-protesters. However, they failed to recognize the absolutely inappropriate behavior that we saw. There was fights that were breaking out. 2 people are currently being charged with criminal charges right now for their behavior at the rally. They were counter-protesters, and frankly, we're sick of this right now. The administration clearly is not going to stand up for us, so we're starting to take matters into our own hands. Now, I'm going to talk about one more issue that Peterson brought up, but it seemed to get drowned out from the discussion as it was focused mostly around sexual politics. But one of his biggest concerns is that this is the group responsible for coming in. They were a big part of the counter-protest. The Black Liberation Collective are now going to be consultants on the UofT HR anti-oppression training, which is mandatory. Now, not only is this a politically charged group, but this group openly supports the use of violence. They claim that not only does this use of violence is limited to self-defense, but that they're willing to take matters further than that to ensure liberation. Now, Canada is probably the last country in the world that needs a revolution. But what we're seeing right now is that a militant violent group where Yusuf Kogai, the co-founder, has been implicated in making racist and violent messages on social media. We addressed that in our open letter if you haven't seen it. These are the people that are claiming that they're in charge of the anti-racism training. And we think this is absolutely ridiculous that the university is continuing to cave to the demands of a group that does not disavow the use of violence. Thank you.